just going to see a placard up there that says Guns and Gear Live. We're brought to you by Palmetto State Armory. Welcome in Las Vegas. So we are going to be talking insurance now, okay? So I'm actually, Right to Bear Insurance, Perry Orth. Some of you Gamecock fans may know him, maybe. When was your last year you played?
2016.
2016?
Yeah, so I'm relatively fresh out.
Yeah.
I feel like the older I get, the faster the years go. I don't know if that is how
true.
It goes the rest of your life. Hopefully not, but unfortunately that might be the case.
It is 100% the case. But we're talking insurance. So give us an idea of tell us who Right to Bear is.
Yeah, I'd love to give you the full story. It's pretty cool. So when I got done with college, I was selling commercial insurance for 5 years and was actually writing part of the Palmetto State Armory insurance portfolio as their agent.
Really?
Yeah. And one day, one of the guys that hired me out of college, and he was a coworker at the time, we were talking about PSA and doing kind of an insurance review of what all they've got going on. And the JJE empire, right, as we like to call it. And my partner was like, wonder why they're not doing their own version of this self-defense insurance.
Right.
And at the time, I was like, that's a good point. So I called the general counsel, who I had a relationship with, who got me in the door as their agent.
Okay.
And, then we told it to him. He went and talked to Jamin McCallum, the owner of PSA, and they called us in like the next day. We're like, can you tell us more about it? And so we didn't even pitch it to him. We were just like, we thought we were going in for another meeting about their insurance review. And one conversation led to another, and then next thing you know, they were like, hey, do you guys want to start a self-defense program for JJE and PSA? And we were like, sure.
Let's do it.
So that was back in the early summer of this year, or I guess of 21. Then, what we did was we vetted insurance companies to partner with. We knew we wanted to offer a true insurance package. We didn't want to do like a network of attorneys, like a self-defense fund where people put money in a pot and then you can use we're insurance guys. We wanted a policy that could be issued in all 47 states, the 3 states you can't really touch in our world. And we've partnered with Prime Insurance out of Utah. Okay. And they're one of the best players in that specialty insurance market. Yeah. And they actually have been offering this type of product for years. They just hadn't had a sales vehicle like us to really promote their push. Yeah. Right. And so next thing you know, we got our IT up and running, and we launched Right to Bear the day before Thanksgiving. So the holidays, I've been working all Thanksgiving and all Christmas was just doing planning, marketing meetings, helping with customer service, all hands on deck as we have grown. And I tell you, it has been an explosion.
Well, I mean, you look at the amount of newcomers we have into our space. I mean, a lot of people are just now buying their guns, and they're wanting to defend themselves.
That's right.
And so you've got to have something to CYA.
Yeah.
You got to cover it.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. And being an insurance guy, when we started doing our research behind the other competitors in this space that, not somebody that is coming into the gun community, I own a gun, I'm a Second Amendment supporter, strong conservative guy, I just haven't been a gun enthusiast like a lot of these people here are. And now that I'm in the market, I'm really starting to become one, which has been cool. I'm starting to learn about all the different products that not only PSA offers, but all that other stuff. But being an insurance guy and insurance background in our research, home insurance policies do not cover acts of self-defense. They don't cover it at all. Right. So, and then we also found out that
even if it's in the home.
Even if it's in the home, none, like zero. And we saw that there are over 500,000 self-defense shots fired in America every year. Okay. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And when you look at all of the new gun buyers in this country, there are 42 million households in America that own a firearm. And 40% of Democrats, 40% of registered Democrats own a firearm. So when we
So what's their problem?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm sorry.
It's only,
that was mean.
It's only that one little sliver of the far.
Right. That's who we don't talk about. But you get so many more people, and what are the plans like? I mean, are there different levels and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so we wanted to tailor a program that offered all levels of coverage depending upon, your financial situation, what you could afford. I mean, we have plans as low as $10 a month, ranging all the way up to $50 a month, depending upon how much coverage that you want. A unique, really cool thing about our program is, we're not a reimbursement program. We're true insurance. So our insurance works directly with the attorneys, which we can select for you, or you can choose on your own, right?
Oh, really?
So we give you the flexibility.
So you don't have a bank of this is only who you're allowed to use?
That's right. Yeah, we have attorneys that are partnered with us and our insurance company in each state, right?
Okay.
But we give you the flexibility to choose who you want, because when you're dealing with something as serious as a self-defense incident, we want you to be comfortable during that process, and we want you to trust us that we're going to do what we say we're going to do. And that was the beautiful thing about partnering with Prime, is they're an AM Best A-rated insurance carrier, which means that their financial strength is great, so they're not going to nickel and dime claims.
Right.
They're going to hey, this is, they're saying is when you're right, you fight. And that when they told us that, we were like, man, you're our guys. So it worked out. And so we, in our plan, we offer the civil and criminal defense, right, for legal fees. But a huge advantage that we do offer, which some of the other competitors out there don't, which is why we wanted to stick with the insurance product, was the civil judgments, right? So if you lose in civil court, here's an incident that it could have easily happened to me. There was a homeless dude walking around our neighborhood. I don't know how he ended up there, but he was looking into windows, knocking on doors, trying to open doors, and my wife was at home. And he did that at our house, right?
Really?
And fortunately, the door was not unlocked, because if he comes in, she's blowing that dude away.
Yeah.
She's already terrified of her own shadow. She is going to that guy's done.
Yeah.
Well, you better believe that guy's family from all sorts of life are coming after us for mental anguish, for the funeral, for harm, for, the bodily damage that we would have caused him. Well, they could have probably come up with 10 billion reasons of why she shouldn't have shot him. So we're going to lose in civil court, or we're going to have to pay something. And unless you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars stocked away for the one time you might shoot the homeless guy trying to get into your house, this is where the importance of having this coverage. And it's not just for people that carry, it's for everyone. And we have seen the uptake in policies at through really kind of pushing and marketing through PSA to start to see what the uptake would be. And it's been phenomenal. So now we're here at SHOT Show, which is
a quick turnaround for you. I mean,
absolutely. And so we're here a couple months later and networking with all sorts of different CWP instructors, firearm instructors, gun retail shops across the country that could promote Right to Bear in their store. Right.
And so have you been developing a website and all this stuff where guys can go learn and everything like that?
Yeah, that's right. So protectwithbear.com is our website.
B-E-A-R.
B-E-A-R. Right. And so part of our little, kind of funny, but part of our insurance policy that you get is you're going to get educational facts, educational videos shot by PSA. By whether it's folks like Chad Wiley, right? Or folks like our CWP instructors that are in our stores teaching classes. We want to continue to inform you on the laws of the gun world, because they're ever changing.
But they change.
State to state. It's like nonstop. Like you could go and Google something today and we will both find out something that we didn't know from yesterday. So we have an incredible resource with Palmetto State Armory. Again, that's protectwithbear.com. If you Google Right to Bear Insurance, it comes right up. There's that PPC stuff that I'm learning. To get us out on Google as often as we can. But we're learning a lot and we're growing like crazy, and we're excited, and we respect our competition a ton in this space, because we all have the same mission at heart.
Right, and we're not. It's not a if that and then that.
Please remember that MSSF is sponsoring a happy hour.
Look at that.
Who needs a beer?
Happy hour.
Who needs a cold beer?
6:30. Drinks on us at Caesar's Plaza between 5 and 6:30. Thank you for participating in the
We got 10 minutes here, and we got to go.
I know. Man, we're running out of time here. Did you hear that? Oh, man. We got, there's everybody walking around. It's been a great show. But it's protectwithbear.com.
Yep. Yes, right.
Okay. Now, so the educational material.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this state dependent when you go onto your site? So you can go okay, I want to go what's happening in Texas?
Yeah.
Or is that kind of how it's set up?
Yep, that's how it's currently being worked on right now. Our IT is actually developing those pages, and we have just now started creating blog material. So, whether it's any type of gun fact or new law, we want people coming to our site to be the resource for anything gun related. One new product that we're getting ready to roll out here shortly is a gun physical damage policy, and what that covers, it covers the actual physical gun itself, right? So, you purchase a gun, and say it's one of those brand new Daniel Defense guns that are a couple $1,000, right? They're expensive. Well, the average home insurance policy only covers $1,500 worth in guns.
And that ain't going to cover a Daniel Defense.
No, it's not. And so when you look at that, people just buy a gun. They're like, oh, it's covered in my home.
Right.
Well, that's not the case. And so to be able to offer that and cover the gun, and then you can tie it in with, I'm going to cover my gun, I'm going to cover myself, and we want to be all things guns. So we're not just going to be...
is it going to cover accessories on the gun?
Yes. So what you can do with insurance, which is, again, why we stuck with insurance, is that if you have expensive accessories on the gun, you can schedule that out on what, not to bore everyone with the insurance terms, but the inland marine policy, or like how you would schedule a wedding ring on a home insurance policy. They call it a personal article floater policy.
Gotcha.
PAF. We would cover the optic on the gun, any kind of materials, the gun itself, especially when it starts getting in high value. And we'd like to start, we'll cover the first $10,000 worth of firearms on an unscheduled limit for X amount of premium. We haven't decided on that because it's coming. Right. But then anything over that, then we'd like to see it scheduled out. So like if a claim happens, it gets stolen, burned in a fire, washed in a flood, water damage, whatever, we'd be able to cover it. So that's a good PSA, public service announcement, not Palmetto State Armory. Close though.
Very close. To make sure you know your policies and what really is covered, because I think I take it for granted a lot that, the homeowner's insurance, I've got way more than it's going to cover.
Yeah.
And for guys that are out there going, it'll do, man.
Yeah, no, and we're here to educate. We're here to really show people the importance of knowing, like you said, knowing what's covered in your policy, but also understanding, especially anything guns related.
Right.
You need to have specific coverage for that, because the further and the more political guns get, the less insurance companies are going to want to offer coverage for it.
Oh yeah.
You would think when talking with other carriers about, in the process of starting Right to Bear, that we were going to be able to find, there are a ton of carriers that want to partner with us. No, they don't. And the crazy
it's
thing,
risky.
well, you'd think that, but it's not. They deem it as a moral hazard.
No.
It's not even a risk thing.
You got to be kidding.
It has all to do with it being in guns.
Jeez.
And that's why we love Prime. We love Prime Insurance, because they're not afraid of it. This is what they do. They're already in the space. They offer a great rate. They're going to be flexible with us. We're looking at doing a price change here about mid-year to lower our rates, because we want to look at everybody in the face and say we offer the best and most affordable self-defense insurance policy in the market. And we want to be able to stand by that and stand firm. It's not has anything to do with the competition. It has to do with, we believe in what we do, and we want to help continue to push freedom. We want to continue to support the responsible gun owner, which is kind of our tagline. And we want to be the extra line of defense for anybody and everybody who owns a firearm.
That's awesome. All right. Right to Bear Insurance. Website again. But that one.
Right there. So protectwithbear.com. Again, you could check us out. Go to Google, and it's Right to Bear Insurance. Go to PSA's website. We've got a banner up there, but again, it's protectwithbear.com. and we're really excited to be in this space. We're pumped to be here. What an awesome show it's been.
So is this your first SHOT Show?
It is.
What do you think?
It's unbelievable. I could not believe, and I couldn't believe that people are saying that it's down.
Yes.
Which is scary.
Yeah. And it was real scary when it was at its fullest, max capacity. Whoo! You couldn't get anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Like people walking around here just
couldn't get
jam-packed. Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, Perry, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more Guns and Gear Live, brought to you by Palmetto State Armory. Don't forget, get insured. Right
to bear. ProtectWithBear.com.
There we go.
That's
See,
it.
I was giving you one last shot. To plug the website.
Yep, ProtectWithBear.com. We appreciate it, guys.
Right. Take it easy.
Let's see what we get. Always very innovative. It's a lot of fun.